G'day there, welcome to day 6 of the Etsy Shop Spring Clean Challenge. It is the beginning of week 2. I hope you enjoyed week 1 and you're ready to get through week 2 with me starting today. Okay, so we're talking about photos today and we're specifically talking about your thumbnails. Oh, before we get into it, I will link the playlist for this challenge below. So if you're accidentally finding this video and you're like, what is this challenge you speak of? Make sure to start from the beginning. Thumbnails. So this is when somebody is browsing on Etsy or searching on Etsy and they see your product pop up in their search, or they go to the front page of your Etsy shop and they see your products. This is your main thumbnail. This is the first impression that you make on a customer regarding your product. That is why it's super important to have an awesome thumbnail. Now, we're not going to be rephotographing things today. This challenge is about doing things quickly and easily. So I want to give you 2 quick hacks that you can use to improve the thumbnails that you already have. Now, the first thing you can do is just go and look at your product, look at all the photos you have, and check and see that you're actually using the right picture as your thumbnail. Is it the one that looks the best amongst all the other products in your shop if somebody goes to the main screen? Is it the photo that shows your product off in its best light, from its best angle? And is it the photo that is the most interesting that people will be drawn to and want to click on to find out more? So if you've got some products that just have been languishing a little bit, not getting the clicks, you might want to think about swapping out the main image for a different one. Now, the second thing you can do is crop the thumbnail. In the Etsy listing editor, there is a tool here. So even if you upload a photo that is quite large and your product's quite small in it, you can actually crop that down just within the Etsy listing editor so that your product is really large in the frame. And that's what you want. You want your product to be really big in the frame. You don't want your product to be lost by being too far away from the camera. What you've got to remember is that most people these days are shopping on their phones. So they're seeing a teeny tiny little version of your thumbnail. You want to make sure that when somebody sees that, the product is big enough and clear enough in the thumbnail that they can see exactly what it is and be interested in it enough to click on through. So pro tip, if you haven't done this already, go look at your shop on your phone. Bring up the Etsy app and look at your shop on the Etsy app and see what it looks like. A lot of older people like me probably do their work on their desktop or their laptop, and I almost never look at my shop on my phone. I don't shop on my phone as a general rule, but when you look at the stats, the majority of people these days are shopping on their phone. So you're making a big mistake if you're not looking at your shop on your phone and on the Etsy app itself to see what it looks like and what your product thumbnails look like in that circumstance. Now, the most important thing here is that, as I said, your item is crisp and clear and bright. Now, if you're having trouble with this, if your photos are a bit dark and a bit dull, you might need to quickly edit them, even if it's just bringing up the highlights of that initial thumbnail photo, even if you don't have time to edit all your other photos. Just making that one little change can make a big impact because it affects the click-through rate of your shop. It affects how many people actually click on that picture and come on through and look at the product. If you need help with that, I have a bunch of videos on my channel, but I also have a specific workshop in my membership community, the Thriver Circle, on how to simply and easily edit your product photos. I'll put a link to more about that in the description below. Okay, now it's time to go forth and tweak your thumbnail pictures. You want to make sure as much as you can that when people go to your shop, all of those pictures, the product is nice and big and bright and they all work well together. Good luck with today. If you do some before and afters, take screenshots, share them on your Instagram stories, make sure to tag me at Create and Thrive and use the challenge hashtag. And of course, let me know in the comments below when you have completed today's challenge and what impact it has had on your shop. I'll be back again tomorrow with day 7 of the Etsy Shop Spring Clean Challenge. Hope you can join me then. Bye for now.